I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for April 2015. This month, I laid out the Rainbow Tarot spread for you and pulled an additional card from Doreen Virtue's Archangel Michael Oracle cards. If you'd like to find out more about me or to schedule a private reading with me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. Now on to your April 2015 reading, Virgo. The first card you have that shows up here in your reading today is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles to me is a card that symbolizes honing your skills, mastering your craft, expanding your business, expanding your knowledge and skills of your work, improving your work. This also indicates financial rewards and abundance from your creativity and work. For any of you that have been going through a great deal of stress about money matters, I hear that you will be coming out of it. I feel that for many of you Virgos, you've been dealing with a lot of conflicting issues and subjects. And this has really been putting you through your paces. And for some of you, it has actually caused matrimony problems, which may have led to divorce. And a lot of this all stems from conflicting opinions and also in regard to finances, in regard to financial issues and struggles. I feel that some of you are going to be starting over, and you're going to be getting it's like starting over fresh and new, and also getting new financial gains is coming up here, Virgo. I feel that some of you may have been muddling through the details to get to the heart of the matter, but I feel that kind of issues are now behind you. You've gotten to the heart of the matter now. And you may have muddled over some details in the past. So I'm getting a real sense of completion and finality here in a positive sense. Like any murky waters you were traveling through, any issues that were cloudy about the facts and details that were either muddled by you and your own thinking or muddled by whoever you're dealing with. I feel that now that's all been cut through, and now it's cut to the chase, and now you're at the heart of the matter and dealing with it. April, May, June, July, and August. So April through August is where the financial gains are going to show up for you Virgos. Now, as I've said in other readings, because all Virgos are not born on the same day, at the same time, at the same year, your time frames are going to vary. For some of you, this financial gain is really in April or May. But for some of you, it's a little further out from then. But this is what I'm picking up. So fresh start, financial gain, cutting through murky and muddled details and waters, and getting to the heart of the matter and getting clear and things getting resolved. For some of you, you're going to get a divorce, unfortunately, but that's not for all of you. Not all of you are married, but it's endings of sorts where clarity was needed. So now you're going to have the clarity and be dealing with the issues in a straightforward manner, cutting your losses if there are any, and then getting a new start and reaping financial rewards is coming up here. I feel there's a great deal of settling of events and settling issues and scores with other people. So I feel like everything gets leveled now. Like you're starting on a new, clean, level surface, which is very good for moving forward. So any of you that have really struggled over the last 5 to 6 months to a year, up to 2 years even for some of you in the past of finances, it's now clearing the way. It's getting over and done with now. Now, the next card you have here in your April 2015 Psychic Tarot reading, Virgos, you have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is a card to me that symbolizes parties, celebrations, and gatherings. You could be going to them. You could be throwing them for other people, for someone you care about. It can also mean a celebratory conclusion to something going on in your life, which would certainly make sense with the messages that just came up from the Three of Pentacles. I hear you're always on the go, moving, 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 but now it's time to slow it down and to take a mental, emotional, and physical even vacation. Some of you Virgos really have to get diligent now and get your ducks in a row, because some of you are getting ready to have your work really cut out for you. For some of you, you're entering a phase where work must come first. You're going to be relinquishing all fears and getting, like rolling up your sleeves and really getting into it in a productive, driven forward sense. Now, for those of you non-working Virgos, this could be cleaning out closets and garages and donating your things, giving them to people you know, and even maybe moving for some of you Virgos. If you're not working, you're going to be also getting involved with your community, maybe doing some charity work or volunteer work if you're not a working Virgo. If you are a working Virgo, then you're going to be getting things lined up in a little bit of a different way here. I feel whether you're working or not, you're going to be getting your financial details in order. Any past outstanding debts, I feel that you're going to pay them. Any credit cards that you can pay off, any bank loans, if you can afford to pay off your mortgage or pay off your car if you have car payments, and anything, and also like getting retirement funds, bank accounts, anything in order financially, whatever that means to you. If it's taking out CDs, if it's starting a fund of some sort, a trust fund for somebody in your family, whatever it is, I just get really getting financial situations settled and cleared out in your favor. So you have some real financial stability for your future and peace of mind. And so there's been a lot of unrest. I know there's been unrest for Virgos in emotional senses with people and relationships and family issues, but this is really coming up strongly about settling any financial issues first and foremost. Virgos use and expend a lot of their energy helping other people out. And what I'm hearing is you really need to start expending a lot of this energy on you and doing things to improve your life and make your life better. So you have to start to enter a time frame where it's all about you, because you do look after other people and care about their needs so much that a lot of times you Virgos are really taking a back seat, and it's caused you some pain and suffering because of that. I mean, doing good for others is good, but it's like you've done it to excess or to your detriment. So the message is coming up here to start looking after your own interests and needs. And I do feel that many of you Virgos are really going to start doing that, especially in the area of your finances. Now, the next card you have in your card layout today, which is crowning your reading, you have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords to me is an air sign male. This would be either an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. The King of Swords is somebody that has a very keen mind and a keen intellect. He can delve through subjects and really get to the heart of the matter, pierce through the clouds with his razor sharp focus. He can be clairvoyant. He can see into the future at times, and he can also communicate with the deceased at times. He'd be a good medium or be able to hear messages psychically. Sometimes he can be in law enforcement or a real taskmaster. He likes to get to the truth. The truth is usually important with the King of Swords. However, if he's operating from the negative side of the king, he could be prone to troublemaking. He could be untruthful. He could tell lies, be deceptive. He could just have problems that circle around him by making bad choices, of scattering his energies, his forces, and his thinking. So he can be prone to scattered thinking. So it just depends on which King of Swords you're dealing with here. For some of you, this man is going to help you clear the slate, wipe the slate clean. He's going to be helping you get through whatever difficulties you had on this side and see your way clear on the other side. For some of you, he may be a romantic interest, and he could be pressuring you about getting together in a relationship or solidifying one through marriage. Now, I know this may not make sense to you depending on your sexual orientation. If it does not make sense to you that he is the King of Swords, then he would be the Queen of Swords. But he's not a romantic person for everyone here. For some of you here, he's like a bridge, to bridge the gap of a difficulty to seeing the way clear to better times. So it just depends on how he figures into that story. For some of you, he's a negative character, where he's almost like bled you dry of finances, resources, or just emotionally dragged you over the coals and pulled you through the ringer in negative ways. So he's not always a positive character. He is coming up in two different ways here. It's kind of odd. For some of you, I feel like he could be a lawyer, a police officer, a good friend, somebody who's been a support system to you to help you, or just a confidant, or even someone that just wants to help get you through your struggles. But for some of you Virgos, he comes up as a negative person that's been not a positive force. So it's a real dichotomy here with this particular King of Swords. So unfortunately, you guys are going to have to sort this out amongst you Virgos as to who he is for you, because he's got like completely opposite things going on here. For many of you, he's a Gemini, because they're saying the words Gemini to me. For some of you, he's a boyfriend that's left you high and dry and hanging. For some of you, he's like maybe even committed some crimes or just taken advantage of you financially because he's had problems or issues and has come to you to bail him out, or he's manipulated you with taking money, resources, time. It's just, it's a real mixture of things here going on. Really, he comes up as anybody that's male that fits this description that's put you through the ringer. But for some of you, for a smaller portion of you, he's actually been a good friend that's helped you through other struggles. For some of you, he's been your struggles. For some of you, he's the bridge over your struggles. So hope that's not too confusing for you Virgos out there. The next card you have in the reading today is Nine of Rods. Now, Nine of Rods to me is a card that symbolizes being prepared and ready for battle. It can also symbolize being suspicious of someone, like, being on your guard and wary about somebody and being prepared to deal with them, which really is funny to me because you could be feeling this way about this King of Swords. He could be the one that you're being prepared and ready for battle about. Wow, this has taken a big toll on you, emotionally, mentally, and financially. Your pocketbook and wallets have taken quite a hit on some recent past financial issues. But happily, I hear all of that is really coming to a close, and you're going to come out and step out and away from that and are going to be breathing the fresh air of not having those burdens around your neck anymore, Virgo. However, I do feel that you may have an ongoing struggle going on within you where you may have trouble getting past some of the things that happened. Like you want to move on from them, and even though many of these things are getting cleared out of the way for you, there's part of you that still is going to, like, I don't want to say be punishing yourself or beating yourself up about it, but I do feel for some of you Virgos that's going to occur, and you may be feeling guilty or, second guessing your decisions, feeling like maybe you should have done something differently. And I feel like this is all futile. I wouldn't do it. It's useless. It's not going to help any situation. I hear that things were handled the way they were meant to be, and that you just have to have trust and faith that your spirit guides, that the divine source and the angels around you all were seeing to it that things were handled in the way they were. So you have to have faith in the process, I guess is what I'm saying. Don't second guess yourself. Try not to beat yourself up or to feel guilty about anything, because you were really abused here in your past, in your recent past. And some of you may still feel like it's going on and you don't feel like you're clearing the way out of it yet. But for many of you, April is the turning point. But as I said earlier, you had an arc of time where these things were going to occur. So I feel like the breakthrough times, especially with financial gains, is really going to be through April, through August, but especially in the early portions of those months, April, May, June is really the strongest time. So you're coming out of some dark times, Virgo, which I'm happy to see for you, because I've certainly been watching you struggle through these tarot readings for since I started them in June. Early on, it was like a whole mishmash of mess. So hopefully you're starting to feel the pressure alleviating for you. I also hear with Nine of Cups that you are going to start to be harmonizing better with your family, or your family, it just in general, will be harmonizing better with each other. So that's a blessing, because there's been a lot of family upheavals and calamities for many of you. I do feel many of you Virgos need some stabilizing and grounding forces that you can achieve through meditation, getting Reiki healing, or any kind of energy work with anybody you know, even looking into crystals, like how different crystals can help you and benefit you and ground you. I do feel that, and through prayer also, and your own spiritual practices, whatever you're in tune with, aromatherapy, whatever you like to do that gives you peace and grounding and gives you that strong spiritual connection, Virgo. You are really going to start to be feeling like you have a new lease on life, and starting over is really indicated here, that healing. Now, your final card of your tarot portion of this layout for today, you have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups to me is a water sign male. That would indicate a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. That could be his sun sign, his rising sign, or his moon sign. The Knight of Cups is somebody that can give you very deep, loving, caring emotions. He has a lot of deep emotions, and he wants to give them to someone. But sometimes his own emotions cloud his thinking and his reasoning, and he doesn't always know what to do with things emotionally. Sometimes he's great with them, but other times the Knight of Cups can be puzzled by his own emotions and can do the come forward, pull back, come forward, pull back kind of feeling in relationships. If he's operating from the positive side of the Knight of Cups, he can be quite demonstrative with his affections, very loving, very caring, giving, sensuous, thoughtful. He can be a good storyteller. A lot of people like him. If he's operating from the negative side, he can be clouded with his thinking and prone to confusion about his emotions and not really being present or fully emotionally there in relationships, in a relationship sense. You're going to be entertaining a lot of conversations with him. There's going to be a lot of talk and conversations between you and this Knight of Cups. For some of you, this is a family-oriented card where he comes in for you as a brother or a close friend, could be a cousin, could be a nephew, could be your son. And I hear that I hate to tell you this after all your financial stuff, he may be coming to you for money, a loan, some kind of financial assistance he may be asking of you. This guy is in deep debt and he's looking for a way out. He's very desperate. I feel he's desperate, he's in deep debt, and he's looking for financial assistance. There's a great deal of unhappiness around him. For some of you, this guy is going through a lawsuit. For some of you, he's going through a divorce. He hates his life and wants to start over. He's not in a happy, good place. I don't feel like you're going to be scratching your head about him. I feel it's going to be clear to you exactly who he is when I talk about him. You're going to go, oh, I know who that is. And he's it's serious. He's like a wounded bird. If you're not in a position to help him financially, Virgo, don't dismay, because I do feel that you will help him, either help him find a job, help him get a loan, help him get money in some other way, or just help him with support. Some of you may let him stay with you for a little while. You may not necessarily be handing him over cash. But for those of you that can, I feel that you will. But it'll be a loan, and I do feel it will be returned to you. So actually, I do not feel in this case, this is somebody that's just going to take advantage of you financially, and then you never get paid back or never see the money again. I do feel that you will. But for some of you that can't afford to do that, I do feel that you are going to reach out to him and help him, and you will be a blessing and assistance to him. So it's not in your detriment. You're also going to be building up good karma, good karmic blessings, so it's not a negative in whatever you do to help him. So try not to feel like, you're helping him is going to end up hurting you. Even though in the beginning of the reading they talked about you have to put yourself first, you always help others. Quite frankly, Virgo, I do feel regardless you are going to help him. And I don't feel that this is a detriment for you. I feel that there's just something in your nature that you want to help and heal and lift people up and bring them along. So even though I do feel you will start to focus on yourself more and look after yourself more, Virgo, I still feel you will help this guy because you care about him. So you're going to make steps that you can, whatever steps you can to take to help him. I do feel that you will do that. And I do feel that you will gain karmic blessings and rewards from this and will get repaid back from him in the future, whether it's through money, kindness, care, whatever. This is a guy who's not going to, leave you hanging out to dry in your future if you help him. So don't feel bad about that. Now, for the outcome card of the Doreen Virtues Archangel Michael cards, you've got the card Detach from the Situation. Very interesting card to show up here for you, Virgo. And what this card says, here's the prayer. Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama so that I may be centered in the knowingness that peace is everywhere within me and this situation. I hear that you're now going to come out of any troubling situations that you've been going through with flying colors. And you need to start tuning into yourself and believe in yourself and of who you truly are. If you have had a tendency in the past to put yourself down or not feeling like you're worthy or feeling like you don't deserve what's good and right in your life, Archangel Michael is asking that you alter your perceptions of yourself and change that sort of negative pattern and negative thinking, and that he's actually going to be helping you heal from the inside out. I do apologize if this video is doing weird things. My camera is glitching and I am going to have to knuckle under and get a new camera. So I'm sorry for the weird things it's doing. My voice is recording and the audio, the visual is blanking out at times. So I do apologize for that, Virgo. I'm hearing you are justified in feeling that you were treated unfairly, but this is going to be behind you now. So you need to put the past behind you, have trust and faith in the divine plan for you, and that Archangel Michael is healing you and helping you, as well as your spirit guides and your deceased loved ones around you that are helping you, because they are doing so, Virgo. So be prepared for some deceased loved ones to show up in your dreams or to start leaving you messages or signs. If you start seeing dimes or pennies in unusual places or hearing little chimes or anything like that, or showing up in your dreams, you are going to be receiving communication from deceased loved ones. So I hope this reading was of help to you, Virgos out there. I hope these messages make sense. If you found that they didn't for this month, I would recommend looking into finding out what your rising sign is. And if you're a Virgo and you find out your rising sign is Pisces or Gemini, then go watch the videos of that correspond to your rising sign or your moon sign, because those videos might really be speaking to you this month more strongly than your sun sign of Virgo. But I want to say thank you so much for watching my videos and sharing them with others. Thank you for liking them. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and for Google Plusing. I appreciate all of that. And I want you to know I wish you many blessings and peace.